What does it take to make a difference in the world? That's a big question. An easier question would be, who has made a difference in the world? Martin Luther King made a difference. He led a nonviolent civil rights movement that helped to change millions of hearts and minds. Anne Frank made a difference. With the help of her diary, we are able to see through the eyes of an innocent child and know that love can exist in the presence of hate. Jesus Christ made a difference. He sacrificed himself to save us all from our sins. That made a difference in the world. But you know what? My Uncle Mark made a difference. My Uncle Mark passed away about a year ago, but in many ways he's still here with us. Most of you have heard me play the violin here at church, probably. I've played for almost 20 years now. And I can tell you that my Uncle Mark was instrumental in my passion for music over the years. No pun intended. We would jam with violins, guitars, banjos, drums, and we'd even make music videos from time to time. At his memorial service, my cousin Lisa played a song for him on her violin. This led to a discussion that brought to light the fact that my uncle, Mark, bought my cousin her very first violin. Same for another cousin of mine. He'd also bought my niece one and drums for my nephew. He wasn't a rich man by any means. These were used student instruments. But that didn't matter. He was giving all of us more than the instruments. He was giving us music. My cousin, who played at the memorial, sat first chair in her high school orchestra and now has the opportunity to study music at college. The very paths on which our lives have traveled have been altered by my uncle's gifts of compassion, kindness, and patience. We are different today because of the gifts of time and love that he offered. I bet that every one of you sitting here this morning has someone in your life who has affected you in this way. This person may be with you still, or it may be someone who has long since passed. But your world is different today because of them. I'd also bet that there's someone in this world who has been affected by you, affected by your small choices that make a big difference. These aren't grand or elaborate gifts that I'm talking about. It's the afternoon you spent visiting an aunt in the hospital. It's the kind word you offered to the kid at school who had just been insulted or bullied. It's the "I love you" that the older brother gave to his baby sister. It's the taking away of someone else's pain or burden because you knew that it was too much for them to bear. Because we all know that sometimes life can be too heavy for one person to carry. And isn't that why God gave us each other? So that we could love one another? Our actions of kindness are precious gifts to one another. So it should be our goal, at least one of them, to lift another's burden and give them something else to carry. Hope, love, music. Here I have a basket of stones. This represents not only the burden that is too great for one person alone to carry, but also each stone represents the opportunity that you have to change the world. The burden to make a difference in the world is too great for any one person. But I can guarantee you that if you make a difference in enough lives, you will make a difference in the world. That's what Martin Luther King did. It's what Anne Frank did. It's what Jesus Christ did. And it's what my Uncle Mark did. And it's what you can do. In a moment, I'll invite all of you who are able to come to the front here and take a stone. Not only to lighten this burden, but as a reminder that you have the power through small actions to change everything. Please come forward and take a stone and then return to your seat. Thanks be to God.